Hey, this will be a video chart on BRZL. Got a couple requests on this one, and I also like the chart setup on it. It's looking like we could have a bottom bouncer on our hands here, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But before I even get started, I should note that we are looking at the 60-minute chart, and what that means for you that are familiar with technical analysis. Instead of each one of these candlesticks representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one just represents 60 minutes worth of price action. So each bar is 1 hour worth of trading activity. So the first thing that I want to just start off with this video is by mapping out the key level of support on this chart, which is the 0.006 level. You can see that this level was tested here back right around the 317, 318 range. And this is a level of support, like I said. And back here, this low right there is 0.0065, so not quite the same. But for argument's sake, we'll just call 0.006 the key level of support. And you may be thinking, well, the price is below it, so how can you be saying, it's a possible bottom bounce? But if we look at how the day ended, you can see that there's been some green, and it's looking like all the selling dried up. You had this wick right here where the price went down some more, but the bulls reacted accordingly. So does this mean that the price is going to just explode upwards the rest of this week? No, it doesn't mean that. But does it mean that it's looking like the selling has sold or dried up? It does for the time being. So it's worth at least throwing on the watch list and seeing what happens. So for the people that had questions, 0.006 is the key level, and yes, you are below it, but supports and resistances are not exact specific prices. They're more of zones or webs, however you want to look at it. So I would consider 0.0057, which is where the price closed, still within the range of this. So I'll just leave it blue as kind of a neutral. It's not necessarily a resistance, but at the same time, it's not a support either. But tomorrow it'll be interesting to see if this bounce can continue. And in fact, let's go down to the 5-minute chart and see how. So on the 5-minute, it pretty much was just sideways action, which goes with what I was saying about it's looking like the price was or the selling was drying up, as opposed to earlier on in the day where it was just lower low after lower low. The price was able to start to begin to go sideways. So in terms of resistances with any sort of bounce, the first resistance that I would see the price encounter is going to be this 10-period simple moving average right here, this blue line, and then you're going to have its bigger brother up here, the 20-period, swooping downwards too. Those will be the two key levels of resistance on any sort of bounce. In terms of supports, really you don't want to see the price drop any more below this low, which is at 0.0051, so we'll just call it 0.005. That's going to be the key level of support, where if that one fails again, then there's not really any other history of supports. So who really knows how low it could go if this level can hold. But it's just a good risk versus reward setup, assuming of course you can honor stop losses. But nibble on some shares down here, and if it just tanks again, well then you're out for a small loss. But if it decides to bounce back up and revisit some of these previous areas, well then it could be a very nice trade. Plus, when we look at the daily chart, and this is what I wanted to end on, it could possibly be a capitulation day here. Just huge volume, so hopefully maybe the sellers are out, or maybe they're just getting started, who knows. But the point is that it could very well be today was a capitulation day where the price is now going to be able to breathe, but that definitely still remains to be seen. But it's worth at least watching and seeing what transpires. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It is all free. We've been making some good money together on our alerts. So I'd encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this is BRZL. Thanks for listening.